Yo, what's up? It's Nightmare and you're watching thatDROP.com. The collaboration with Dillon Francis kind of started, well, I met him on a flight back from Dallas. We were just on the same flight and he had just started playing out my song Street. And I just met him and we exchanged numbers and I was just talking to him and he was like, hey man, like we should start a song together at some point. And he always does that mid-tempo moombahton kind of stuff, and it was interesting to me because I've always liked his music, and I'd never written something at that kind of tempo, and so I was like, cool, I'm gonna like try to start an idea for us to work on. So I just started something, worked on it one night, sent it over to him. He was like, this is really dope, I'm gonna try to work on it, and yeah, we just sent it back and forth a few times, and then we found a real good vocal sample, had this girl re-sing it, and it ended up just fitting perfectly. I don't know, it was cool. We got along really well. We use like the same type of software, and like we have similar like production techniques and stuff. So it only took like maybe 4 or 5 sessions of us working on the song to really get it finished. And yeah, he's just, he's hilarious and just funny to hang out with, and easy to get along with. So it was just awesome.
So safe to say that probably won't be the last.
Yeah, we already have another track that we started together. So
nice.
yeah, it's cool. It's not the same tempo. It's a little more like sort of in my like the stuff that I usually make, like trappy, like a little more up tempo. But yeah. Well, he made that CD for the music video. I don't know if you saw the music video, but where he's like DJing the backyard party, and so yeah, he was like using CDs in the video, and so they just wanted to make one that looked really funny, and we were just, I don't know, it just reminded us of like making mixed CDs growing up and stuff like that, and so we just like that vibe. And the song is, it's kind of fun. It's like a fun type of track. So. Working with FLUX PAVILION was like just amazing. I was able to do 5 or 6 shows on his Tesla tour. It was like his album that he released, and he did a US North American tour. And I supported on some of those dates, got to hang out with him, just meet him and hang backstage and talk to him. And he's just the nicest, quiet, like he's a quiet, pretty humble, like extremely humble dude. And yeah, he's just super easy to get along with. It was the same, I've looked up to that guy for a long time, and I've always loved his music. Some of his early remixes were the ones that really like made me I was like the songs that I was really in love with that were electronic music. And yeah, so being able to work with him and create a song together. We're actually working on a couple songs together as well.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been amazing. He's just super nice dude. Yeah, it was interesting because KREWELLA has kind of been on a hiatus for a while. They were working with another producer, and then now he's doing his own thing, Rain Man, and so I just didn't know. I never met the girls. I loved their music, but we got in the studio with PEGBOARD and them, and they were just really, really amazing songwriters. We came in with just a chord progression basically that we really liked a lot and thought that they would sound good over just all piano. And we played it for them. They're like, they both each took it, went into separate studios, wrote 2 songs each to the chords, like full verse, chorus, everything. And then within like an hour came back, and we listened to all 4 songs basically and kind of picked our favorite one. And then we took like basically just the basic piano chords and the vocal, and then me and PEGBOARD kind of made the track around that. So it was cool. It was it was very like, I don't know, I don't want to say formal, but it was more formal than like, Dillon's, it was like I went to his house, we chilled and we sat on the couch and we made a song, and here it was like we got in the studio, like, we had songwriters and like everything, so it was cool. But yeah, everybody who was involved with the song is just awesome, like crazy talented, and so it was cool to be able to work with like, PEGBOARDers are like super crazy engineering type, like, great producers, and then KREWELLA, who's like big into songwriting. The girls are doing sessions every day, writing songs every day, and it's like it was just cool to be able to work with all those types of people. The Asia tour was just insane. It was my first time going there at all, much less to play music, So the first show was in Seoul, Korea, in South Korea, in Seoul, and it was World DJ Festival, and it was just like, it was insane. I haven't heard a crowd that like just screams that loud and, you know, reacts to everything. And, you know, obviously if you're an international person or, you know, someone traveling to another country, like it's always like, people are always more interested, and like it's always more interesting to people, you know, when someone different is coming around. And so it was, I don't know, I've just never been in that situation where it's just a completely different culture, and you know, everyone's just really excited to see you and to see the show, and everyone reacted really great to everything. You know, I was like, man, can I play like hip hop songs that I usually play in my set? Would they react to it? Or like, can I play like the Weeknd songs? And everything I played, just that everyone knew everything. It was kind of crazy. I don't know if it's because they listen to a lot of DJ sets and they just hear these songs all the time or something, but yeah, it was wonderful. That was such an amazing experience. I mean, I spent the first 5-6 years of producing music sitting in my bedroom, and I mean, most of my studio's in my room, but I had tiny little speakers, and I was just always working on my laptop, and to be able to go into like that legendary of a studio space and have trained musicians like playing every part of the song that I wrote, and like helping me, it's like I write the chords and then like a bass line and a violin part, and the person who plays the violin is like, well, you went to this note here, I think it could be cool if we do this, and it's like, oh yeah, totally, like, you just get to bounce ideas off each other, and like bass line's like, oh, I think if we went double time here, like it could be a little bit more upbeat or fun, and it's like, it was just crazy to be able to sit down and really like create a full song with like with all those types of people, and Afro was just like incredible. We sent them a song that we were going to use, and he wrote a rap to it, and it came that day, and I was like, actually I made this other one that I think will be better for us to use, it's much more vibey, it's the one we ended up using. And he was like, oh, dope. And he just wrote a rap right like that day, the whole rap that he sang, he wrote that day. And so it was like, it was just crazy. Like, yeah, he's a really, really talented kid. So just being able to work with all those talented musicians, and in a studio where, like people like Red Hot Chili Peppers are one of my favorite, if not my favorite band of all time. Like I grew up just in love with them, and they recorded, I think, One Hot Minute.
Nirvana too.
Yeah, Nirvana, like everybody. There's endless list of bands, but yeah, just to be able to be in that same space is just like unbelievable. And the record turned out great. Like I just, I love it. And, so yeah. Just the name, it's like I gotta play a little bit more bassy stuff. You can play anything super heavy, and I love, like, early like dubstep stuff is what really got me into, kind of that whole world. And so yeah, I'm excited to play a little bit like gnarlier in terms of like bass, like dubsteppy kind of stuff than I usually do. And yeah, I don't know. Last year I ended up playing the first set on that stage because there was supposed to be one person before me, but the wind, like, they couldn't open the doors. And this year I'm playing 11:30 to 12:30 or something like that. So it's like, it's just, it's gonna be a completely different vibe. And yeah, I'm based on like the crowd that's here, and I haven't really done a festival here. I've done one show, and I played a lot of stuff around Florida, but the reaction we got today was just unbelievable. And I've played in EDC a lot, and not EDC, but in Vegas a lot. I have a residency there now and stuff too, and everybody comes out for EDC, and so I just think it's gonna be unbelievable. Yeah. An obvious one is the Slander guys. Like, when I moved to LA about 3 years ago from North Carolina, and I moved there to go to Icon Collective. It's like a music production school, and I met Derek from Slander on the first day, and we just immediately became friends. And even though it's all dance music there, not exclusively dance music, but mostly dance music at the school, it's still pretty like, there's a pretty wide variety of like this type of stuff that people produce. And so me and Derek were like totally on the same page. Like we were made all really similar stuff. We had the same kind of taste and everything, and we just got along well the first day we met. And so we made our first song together. Was the one that kind of broke both of us out onto the scene, and we made an EP together last year, Nuclear Bonds, and you know, we did the Good Vibrations show here in Miami this year, and we have our Palladium shows that are both like sold out in LA. So it's like, I love working with those guys. They're part of our team, you know, yeah, they're just always the flow of work. The workflow is when me and Derek work together, and Scott is like, you know, none other. So I think I'm trying to think of the Loud Pack guys were really awesome to work with. They're super nice, again, super funny. We both use Ableton again, so it was like we just got to sit in the studio for a couple days and just like bang out an idea. And yeah, they're always a fun time hanging out with them. They're also really dope producers. Kenny is just going like constantly producing like hip hop songs too. Like, you know, they do the Loud Pack thing, and he's just always making a lot of records. So he's really quick, and like yeah, he just always has a lot of ideas. So it was really cool to work with them for the first time. You know, so I was a fan of their music as well. One of them, Joyride for sure. He again is kind of part of the team now, and he's just so crazy, so dope. He works with
about to shout your house.
yeah, I was gonna say Slushy. That's another one. Slushy is the man. He almost came in here. I brought him out on stage today to play one of his remixes, and I've been playing it in my sets. So crazy. Yeah, Slushy, Joyride, super insane tracks. Big fan of like Gray from LA too. Say My Name, yeah, Say My Name, so dope. Yeah, Graves, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.